an insane new law has been approved in Europe that might completely change the way that we engage with in-game currencies and will affect every one of our games, specifically also Guild Wars 2. But how does this work? How does it change it? Let's go through it. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning, and let's get into it. So, we have here the document of everything about it. Now, I'm gonna kind of skim through everything because there's a one particular point that is right here that I'm gonna go first. I want to really go through everything. But the rest is just like, hey, don't be predatory. Don't try and sell things to kids. Be very transparent in the way that you are actually selling services inside your game. Don't over complicate currencies with multiple currencies that all are priced with money in order to make it easier for your consumers to get taken advantage of. And also some refund things like, yeah, you should have 14 days of for any in-game currency that you bought that remains unused to be, refunded, and so on and so on. There's a lot of things here, so you should definitely go there and check it. It's not that important. It's very things that, they're, honestly very good that they're on paper that, games should not be doing this, but overall it's not really that big of a deal. The big important thing though is right here at the start actually. About the price indication should be clear and transparent. And what it says is essentially that whenever you have an in-game currency, for example, in Guild Wars 2, we have gems, right? We have gems that retransform into gold and, real life money into gems and gems into gold. There should be a price tag of the actual price in real life there as well. So for 2,000 gems, right here, it should say X amount of dollars. For 250 gold, it should say here, X amount of dollars. For 1 gold, X amount of dollars. And we're gonna read it right here. When in-game virtual currencies or in-game digital content or services are offered for sale, for example in Gemstore, their price in real world money should be clearly and prominently displayed. So if I go into Guild Wars 2 right here, if I go to the Gemstore, go to promotions, to whatever I want to buy, it should be that it should have it right, the price of, you have the gems here, but in here it should see the price of the actual money in real life as well. The next point is when in-game virtual currency is offered in exchange for another in-game virtual currency which the users can buy with real world money, its price should be indicated also in real world money. So in this case, currency exchange, if I want to transform gems into gold, it should say the amount of money that is gonna cost me in real life here in the middle, right, for example. And this one is very, very interesting and maybe even scary. When in-game digital content or services are offered in exchange for in-game virtual currency that can be bought directly or indirectly via another in-game virtual currency, their price should also be indicated in real-world money. Now, that's a bit weird because that almost makes it sound like if you go into the trading post, right, and you want to buy an item, and because this gold that you see in this item is indeed an item, is indeed something that can be transformed into another currency that can be bought with money. Oh, so I love that the trading post didn't just load. That's awesome. Technically, according to that line, it should be something that it says here on the price of real life money that it actually costs. Now, I doubt that's what they mean. They probably mean it more in like, when they say digital content or services are offered in exchange for in-game virtual currency, they probably talk about something more general. Like, let's say that, I don't even know, actually. Like, it doesn't even sound like that because otherwise they wouldn't have said that. But like, it almost sounds like it's like, this item, right? Like, a gem store. Like, let's say that these items were for gold instead of gems. I think that's probably what they mean. If, let's say that I could buy this item in gem store with gold instead of gems, but that gold can be transformed from real life money into gold, into gems and into gold, it should have the price here. It's kind of like a thing they're trying to say that, I think. I doubt that they really expect Arenanet or any company to go into their trading post and have a real life money tag on every item in the entire game. That sounds a bit insane, a little bit immersion breaking too. I personally wouldn't be a fan of it, but surely that's not what they mean. That's probably not what they mean. If that's not what they mean, I think all these things are very, very good. Are very good for consumers, are very good for us. Maybe there could be some sort of like, a exception for very expensive items like infusions or legendaries. Like for example, would I be okay with Sunrise? Oh my god, can I type? Jesus Christ, there we go. Sunrise, like would I be okay with this having a actual price tag on it? It's a very expensive item, and a lot of people might actually get, you know, taken advantage of because of that. Probably, yeah, sure, maybe that'll be okay, but probably not for like Sunrise Breeze dye that is 8 silver and it's like $0.01, like you know what I mean? So overall, I think this entire thing is gonna be good. And will it affect Guild Wars 2? Yeah, it most likely will, because this is something that, yes, it's for Europe, but if it works for Europe, Guild Wars 2 is gonna have to change in order to sell to Europe. And Europe is a big market for them. So by doing this, are they gonna like have one gem store for the United States and America and South America, and then another one for Europe? Probably not. They're gonna do it once, and they're gonna be done with it, right? So we probably will be affected by this. Now, how much time they have in order to do this entire thing, we don't know, but yeah. There's another one here that's actually kind of interesting as well. Offering in-game virtual currencies only in bundles, mismatching the value of purchasable in-game digital content and services should be avoided. Denying consumers the possibility to choose the specific amount of in-game virtual currency to be purchased also should be avoided. This is all very, very good things. I don't think Arena does this a lot, either of these things they do. But I think it's good that this exists because, look, you know, yeah, Guild Wars 2 doesn't have this many issues. The only thing that's gonna be probably applied is this one, right? They put in the gems or the gems with the dollar amount on the other side. But for other games, for gacha games, it's gonna be a game changer. And I even think, I wonder if this will change the way that these games are being developed as well, or monetized in the first place. Because yes, sure, you know, you're gonna have the price tag and everything, but a lot of these games work because of how hard it is to tell how expensive things are. So if it's easier to tell, will that make it so they change the way of selling things? Maybe it does, and I actually find that very, very interesting. So there you go. That's all there is to it. That's all there. That's all there is to it. That's very, very interesting. It's very interesting that we're getting this, and I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you think this is good? Do you think it's bad? I think it's very, very good. We'll see how it actually affects it. I wonder how this is gonna affect something like the Black Lions items, right? Like, because yeah, maybe the Guild Wars 2, like any of the items in Training Post is not going to be affected, but maybe these items will, because they're technically kind of gem store items. Will we have a price tag of each of the Black Lion keys, or probably, yeah, I mean that would be in the gem store, but will this be applied to this kind of things because of the loot boxes? I don't know, maybe. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see. But yeah, ArenaNet will be indeed forced to deal with this kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure, because otherwise, how are they gonna? Yeah, they don't want to get fined. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support more content. Go to my Twitch, where I'm live every morning. See you guys around. Love you all. Bye.